the
69 News live at 6.
Fans are starting to pack into the ballpark, and in just 1 hour, the All-Stars are set to shine in Allentown. Fortunately for the players and the fans, it looks like the rain is staying away. Good evening once again. I'm Wendy Davis. Rob Vaughn and Troy Hein are live out at the 69 News Suite at Coca-Cola Park for our special coverage of the All-Star game tonight. So, guys, how is it looking out there?
You know, Wendy, it's looking wonderful out here. An hour ago,
much better.
It was the continuation of the tropical rainforest field that we've had in the Lehigh Valley for a couple of days, but all of a sudden, blue sky, and it looks like we have baseball weather.
It feels like baseball weather for the first time in about 5 days, which is nice because we have a baseball game to be played tonight. So it looks like things will go off as planned, and everybody's excited about that and ready to go. So we look forward to that very much.
Yeah, it does look like it. So we should have a good ball game tonight and a good crowd for it.
Yeah, I think that there's going to be a huge crowd out here tonight. They've waited a long time, and when everything else kind of gets rained out or rained on, you have to imagine that people are excited to come out and watch a little baseball this evening.
They're doing the grooming. It looks good. It looks like it'll be a standard baseball night in Allentown.
Yes, it does. And we have live team coverage tonight. And so let's get right to that team coverage. And certainly we have a lot of people out here that are excited about some baseball themselves.
Yep. We have Kathy at AT&T Plaza, but we'll talk to her a little bit later about the weather and where we're heading from here weather-wise. Let's go now to Joscelyn Moes. She is down at the PPL Picnic Patio talking about how the fans are gearing up for the big game tonight. Joscelyn?
Hi, guys. Fans say this is the Lehigh Valley's time to shine. I think I see a little bit of sunshine shining through on me right now. Taking a look, you can see fans are starting to take their seats. Players took the field a little earlier for a little warm-up and to sign some autographs. All in all, as long as the weather holds out, looks like things are good to go. All day was all about drying out in time for the All-Stars. As grounds crews dressed the field,
how's it fit?
Good. Fans dressed themselves.
I'm very excited. I can't wait.
Julie Stair got one of the golden tickets.
It's such a beautiful stadium, and it's going to be shown on TV like that.
Putting the Lehigh Valley in the national spotlight.
I think they saw a good market, and they decided to take advantage of it.
Being this new, it'll get the stadium and the team on the map a little bit.
It brings a lot of people to the Lehigh Valley and see what the Lehigh Valley offers.
Martin Gibson is bringing his family. Oh. They say all eyes will be on the game.
I want to think if I can catch a ball in my left hand.
As for the skies, they believe the wet weather is out of here.
The rain passed. We had the rain for the day. It's going to be good weather.
Looks good right now. Fingers crossed for the rest of the night. Reporting live from Coca-Cola Park, Joscelyn Moes, 69 News.
All right. Thanks, Joscelyn, very much for that. And it does look better right now. In fact, it's starting to look gorgeous, if I may be, if I say that.
Be careful.
Well, a little
be careful.
bit.
That's dangerous territory right now.
But it looks good.
Well, the question now is, will the rain stay away for the rest of the night? Kathy Craine has the very latest now from AccuWeather out at the AT&T Plaza. Kathy.
All right, thank you very much, Troy, and good evening, everyone. In answer to your question, Troy, yes and no. Unfortunately, we do have maybe the possibility of another cell moving through. Let's take a look as we take a look at the very latest satellite picture. I'll tell you what, folks, we have had this very slow-moving system, kept us under cloudy skies and a lot of rain. Again, the rain held up, maybe died down about an hour ago, and we will continue to hope for the best. However, the areas that receive the bulk of the rain still under some watches in effect as we take a look at that. And we still may see a few showers around. We're watching a cell just to the northwest of us that if it holds together, we could still see a shower or two. As the very latest Doppler indicates, the rain is just about out of here, just like Joscelyn said, but keep your fingers crossed. We just might see that cell hold together and make its way into the park over the next hour or so. Then after that, clear sailing and a lot of fog and mugginess. I'll have the very latest for you along with the AccuWeather 6 day in just a few minutes. Rob, Troy, back to you.
All right, Kathy, thanks so much. It sounds great. It's going to be great tonight, it looks like. Now, earlier, as we all well know, there were some rain showers that ruined a lot of the All-Star festivities. Back on Saturday, the famed Pigapalooza didn't happen, had to be rescheduled. That'll now be August 29th, and that wasn't the only thing.
No, it really wasn't. They did get in the home run derby, but it was a very wet home run derby on Monday night. The show did go on, and it was a very good show, at least if you're Andy Tracy, who hit 10 in the final round. Then last night, I planned to work out for the players yesterday yesterday, I should say, was scrapped because of rain. So they had a meet and greet and autograph session with the fans for the players instead. So they were able to do some things, but it's been wet throughout and certainly not exactly what they were hoping for.
All right. Despite the wet weather that we have seen, the game is still a boost for businesses around Allentown and Bethlehem, of course.
Yes, it is. Stephanie Esposito is live at the AT&T Plaza tonight with more on that. Stephanie.
Well, that is right. Actually, last week it was the heat. This week it's the rain. We really can't seem to catch a break. But don't worry, because not even the rain can put a damper on all the revenue that the AAA All-Star Game has brought to the Lehigh Valley. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs Coca-Cola Park seats up to 10,000 people.
If you take the total attendance and who's going to be here and multiply it by the amount of days that they're here, I most certainly would number in the hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Just 2 years after the opening of their luxury digs, the Iron Pigs have been asked to host the 2010 AAA All-Star Game.
You have team owners coming in from all over the country.
That means a host of the league's best players, coaches, and team owners. Oh yeah, and the media.
That, quite honestly, is something that money can't buy.
The media attention that goes along with that nationwide is a hard thing really to quantify. It's probably not something that the region or the area could buy, even if they could afford it.
The game is tonight, but the festivities began over the weekend with a home run derby and a Pigapalooza, which was canceled because of the rain, leaving guests with the need for some different entertainment, a place to sleep and eat. For hotels, they headed to Bethlehem.
The Hyatt Place is sort of housing the players, and we've got the Hotel Bethlehem, sort of the headquarter hotel for the executives and the office folks.
It highlights not only Allentown but the entire Lehigh Valley. I think it's a positive thing for the area.
Now, there's no way to pinpoint exactly how much money this event will bring in, but no matter how you look at it, it's really not a bad thing. I'm going to send it back up to Rob and Troy in the WFMZ suite, guys.
All right, thanks a lot, Stephanie. You know, Mayors Callahan and Pulaski are pretty excited about how things are turning out tonight.
Yeah, and the Iron Pigs are as well. There has been some entertainment here. They had a steel drum band from Jamaica that was absolutely unbelievable the other night. But there's another aspect of tonight's game that's going to be entertainment-based as well, and I think they're going to have a lot of fun with that here. Jim Vaughn is live at the PPL Picnic Patio with more on that tonight. Jim.
Guys, you're absolutely right, and if I say the name Dancing Dirt Dudes, anybody who's ever been to an Iron Pigs game probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. They're the guys, they come out, they tidy up the infield, and then all of a sudden they break into a very well synchronized and well choreographed dance. Always gets a huge reaction from the crowd. It's always a lot of fun. Well, tonight, the Dancing Dirt Dudes are in for a little competition because the Fresno Dance Kings have flown all the way cross country here to Coca-Cola Park from California, and it's all for the purpose of challenging the Iron Pigs Dancing Dirt Dudes in a monumental dance-off tonight. So you thought the All-Star Game was going to be the only competition on hand. No, we've got a dance-off between the Pigs Dancing Dirt Dudes and the Fresno Dance Kings. And if you think they're not taking this seriously, just listen to one of the Dancing Dirt Dudes talk about this competition tonight.
I don't know if it's a challenge, but the Fresno Dance Queens, the Dance Kings, are coming in. They apparently perform every couple of games out in Fresno, unlike the Dancing Dirt Dudes, who are here 72 nights dancing our little hearts out. So they're gonna drag in the third inning. We're gonna drag in the sixth inning, and we'll let the chips fall where they may.
A lot of confidence there and a lot of intensity. You know what? As fun as the All-Star Game is, guys, I think the most intense competition tonight may be in this dance-off. It's going to be very, very interesting to see how this goes off. Live here at the PPL patio, I'm Jim Vaughn. Rob and Troy, back upstairs with you.
Thank you very much. I don't think they've missed an opportunity to talk trash, at least to us this week. Every chance they've had, they've talked a little trash, dancing their little hearts out, they say.
I think I aspire to be a dirt dude now.
I can work that out. We'll work on that.
You can work that out for me.
That's right. We're going to have much more from the ballpark coming up later on tonight.
All right. That's it for now. Let's send things back to Wendy Davis. Wendy?
All right. I, for one, am really excited about the dance-off.
Understandable.
Yes. All right. Thanks, guys. Well, the weather in one Lehigh County can look at the forecast now. It looks much different out there now, Kathy.
I'll tell you what, Wendy, thank you very much. And good evening, folks. It definitely does look a lot better out here. As you can see, everyone is starting to pile in. And game time, of course, is at 7:05, a sold-out game for the All-Star Game. Right now, our current temperature, it's gorgeous out here, a little on the toasty side. Our current temperature now standing at 73 with a relative humidity at 94 rather, with the dew point at 71, and those dew points are making it very, very sticky. Winds are out of the north at 3, and the barometer at 29.94 inches. I'll tell you what, folks, this system was almost like a winter storm. Why? Well, it was a kind of a situation with a backlash area of rain that makes it forever to move out, as we all know. Most of the rain has moved out. However, with the wet ground and dew points, I'll tell you what, we could see some very high, very, very nasty fog out there later on tonight as we head down to 66. And we still have a cell to the northwest of us. We still could see the possibility of a shower moving through in about an hour. But I think by 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, we should have all of this rain out of here. Now, tomorrow's high is going up to 89 degrees. We are into the stickies once again as we take a look at, what's happening. The heat is on for Thursday, definitely starting tomorrow, along with drier air. Unsettled weather continues, though, throughout Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We're going to have a chance of a thunderstorm all 3 days, especially Friday night into Saturday. And Sunday, like we had last week, Sunday, looking like the best day of the week. To sum it all up, here's your AccuWeather forecast. A sticky night on tap, partly cloudy with areas of fog. Watch out for that tonight, folks. Overnight low 66 degrees. Tomorrow's highs around 89. Very humid air mass along with some morning fog. And on Friday, hot and humid. A late day or overnight shower or thunderstorm is possible. 93, 90 on Saturday with still unsettled weather and a possibility of a shower. Not bad on Sunday with a high of 89. Back into the 90s Monday and Tuesday. And I'll tell you what, everyone is so jazzed that we've got sunshine right now. Everyone loves to be at the ballpark right now. I'm still looking for that popcorn and Cracker Jacks. I don't even know whether they sell Cracker Jacks anymore, but I'm looking. Reporting live from Coca-Cola Park. Back to you, Wendy. It's a great time out here.
Oh, it looks beautiful. I'm sure you can find some Cracker Jacks somewhere.
I hope so.
All right. Thanks, Kathy. A landmark in Monroe County has
Well, it's All-Star Night here at Coca-Cola Park, and everything is starting to fall into place finally for the Iron Pigs, their staff, and the All-Stars from the Pacific Coast League, and of course the International League. Should be a fun night tonight. Andy Tracy is perhaps the biggest name ambassador here. He was in the Home Run Derby, put on quite a show for the Iron Pigs. But there are two other Iron Pigs playing in this game tonight as well. For more on that, we go down to the PPL Picnic Patio and Jim Vaughn. Jim.
That's right, Troy. A pair of pitchers will take the mound here at Coca-Cola Park tonight from the Iron Pigs. One will be Nate Bump. He's been the Pigs' most reliable and consistent starter this year. And then you have Scott Matheson, the Iron Pigs closer, set to take the mound as well. Now we start with Bump. He, of course, is a starter. He's going to pitch one inning either in the early or middle innings. Matheson, as I mentioned, the Iron Pigs closer. He'll pitch an inning late in the game. In fact, if the International League has a lead, he may even get a chance to close this thing out tonight. Now, it's special for both guys because both guys will be making their first ever All-Star Game appearances. In particular for Matheson, who had 3 elbow surgeries in a 20-month span, including 2 Tommy John surgeries.
A year ago, I would have never guessed this, but this is, I try to do my best every time out there, and I expect perfection. So, coming to this All-Star game is definitely nice. Nice to be able to make it and kind of make it back.
My family's coming up tonight. It's an hour drive, so it's easy for me. This is where I grew up playing Little League and stuff, and on the eastern side of Pennsylvania. So it's cake. It's great.
So Iron Pig fans will have 3 of their own to cheer for here tonight with Bump Matheson and, of course, Andy Tracy. And incidentally, there was a 4th Iron Pig that was selected originally to the game. That would be Cody Ransom, but as you probably know by now, he's a little busy these days playing for the Phillies. Live here at the PPL patio, I'm Jim Vaughn. Troy, let's go back upstairs to you.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. Now, there is one other Iron Pig staff member that's in this game tonight. That's Iron Pigs manager Dave Huppert. Huppert is on the International League coaching staff and coaching with Durham manager Charlie Montoya, who's the manager of the International League staff. Now, this is interesting because Huppert actually managed Montoya when he was a player several years ago. Montoya says having Huppert on the staff is not only helpful, but a lot of fun.
So that's the one thing about baseball. You never know. Who would have known? That's what I told him the other day. Who would have known that 20 years later you were going to be one of my coaches, And he was laughing about it, but, it's going to be a fun time.
They look forward to that tonight. Now, we've talked a lot about all of the rain that's fallen here on Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, and even earlier today. So one of the big questions that's been batted around here is how well will this field handle the rain and how ready will it be for the All-Star game tonight? Bill Butler has done a great job since this ballpark opened on the field and has been in charge the last few days of making sure it's game ready. With more on that, here's Dave Lesko.
Monday's downpours at the Home Run Derby turned Coca-Cola Park into a muddy mess. But yesterday afternoon's dry weather gave Bill Butler and his staff the much-needed time to begin getting the field ready for tonight's AAA All-Star game.
That was crucial. If we didn't get that little window yesterday, we probably wouldn't be playing baseball today. With all the rain we took Monday night, the infield was really muddy. Thankfully, we have some Pro's Choice on hand, best product on the market. Put about 3 tons of that out. We're rolling the infield again today. And, the main thing is to have it safe and playable for some of the best prospects in baseball later tonight, and so that we can put on a good show.
The rain also affects the grassy areas because even though the surface drains well, the patterns cut into the outfield and around the pitcher's mound take quite a bit of time to perfect.
The current logo, we put the All-Star logo out in the outfield, which was very difficult. Took about 2 days just to lay it out. Takes about 5 hours a day to mow and to get the pattern in there. And I'm just hoping that we have enough break before the game that we can really put it in. It takes a couple hours to really lay it over and have it be pronounced. With last night's heavy rain and the heavy rain this morning, it kind of takes it out a little bit.
About 7 hours before game time, Butler was confident his field would be in tip-top shape for the first pitch.
Right now we're about 90%, and if I get another hour window before I have to put the tarp back on, I think we'll be right where I want to be. This is our one shot on national TV, so we got everybody out here working as hard as we can, and one way or another, we're going to make this the most beautiful park in America tonight.
On the field at Coca-Cola Park, Dave Lesko, 69 Sports.
I can honestly not believe I'm about to say this, but they're actually watering the infield behind us right now. So Bill Butler and his staff have this field ready to go. This is typical before a game. So should be a fun night tonight at Coca-Cola Park. Highlights coming up for you tonight at 10 o'clock. For now, we'll go to break. We'll be back with more after this.
Here at the
All right, the All-Star game now just a little over a half hour away, so let's get one last look at the ballpark from Rob and Troy.
Yeah, it is gorgeous out here all of a sudden, and we have first pitch coming up in a little over half an hour now.
Yeah,
and
7:05.
Chuck Bednarik, football fame, is going to throw the first pitch.
Well, we had Larry Holmes for the Home Run Derby. We have Chuck Bednarik tonight throwing out the first pitch, and as we told you a moment ago, it really is remarkable to me that they're watering the infield out here at Coca-Cola Park. After all the rain we've had, they've done such a good job to get it in game shape that they're watering the infield.
That's unbelievable.
Looks like baseball weather now, doesn't it?
I mentioned I was in Lake Country for vacation last week, and that this looked like Lake Country at 5. You'd never believe I could have said that now. It looks beautiful out there. Nice
I'm
and
glad
sunny.
it's changed. It's time.
It's nice. That's it from here, Wendy.
All right, thanks, guys. And for Rob and Troy out at the ballpark, I'm Wendy Davis. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you again at 10. Good night.
On a Saturday, her young beau called to see if she'd like to go to see a show. But Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the